Hi, so as many of you may know, the Professional Beauty Awards are now open, regional and national, and I just wanted to do this live video, just have a chat to you about the Nail Professional of the Year category, which I won last year. I know quite a lot of you have had some questions, and you've asked me questions about the entry process or what happens if you're shortlisted, so I thought I'd just make this video. You can ask me questions or feel free to message me any of them afterwards, and hopefully I can help you out and inspire some of you to enter this year. So Nail Professional of the Year, what it is really, it's more than just doing amazing nails, it's more than just being a really good nail technician. It's about the industry as a whole and what you want to do for that industry. So improving the standards, helping maintain standards, helping others to achieve. So maybe you're an educator, maybe you work with a brand, or maybe there's something that you do that's a little bit extra to help that industry. So if you are shortlisted, well actually sorry, I'll go back to the entry form. So first of all, what you have to do is you will fill in an entry form, and that entry form will have questions, the usual awards questions, such as why you deserve to win, what have you achieved in the last year, what you do to help the industry. So it's good to list these things down, make a note, write them on a piece of paper, and then you can go through it and then pop it together in something that's nice, easy to read. The judges are going to be going through a lot of entries, so just think about the judges reading it. Bullet points that are going to stand out if you prefer to write in bullet points, or just something that really catches their eye and makes you seem different to somebody else and makes you stand out to help you be shortlisted. So for the shortlisting, there's around five or six that will get shortlisted, so they're going to be the ones that shine. They're, as well as sending pictures of your nails, as I've said, a lot of it is to do with what you do for the industry, you as a nail professional. So it's the Nail Professional of the Year, not Nail Technician of the Year. So once you're shortlisted, obviously that's amazing for your business, it's amazing for you, and just being a finalist is great marketing, and it's great for you to know that you really are, doing what you want. So if you're not shortlisted, we'll do that first. So if you aren't shortlisted as a finalist, don't see that as a negative. Often when you don't succeed straight away, it actually pushes you to achieve more. So I was a finalist for 4 years. If I'd have won it the first year, I wouldn't have deserved it. I wouldn't have truly understood it. I worked really hard for it then. So each year I learned, each year I wanted to improve, I wanted to achieve more. So I learned what I needed to do. I learned how to do it. So if it wasn't for this awards and being a finalist each year, I wouldn't actually be here doing this video, because anyone that actually knows me knows I don't do public speaking, I don't speak on camera, so I would not be doing this at all. So Pro Beauty Awards and winning that has really helped me to be able to do that. One of the things that I did to help me conquer this was actually book interview training with Denise Wright, and she really helped me with it. She helped me with how to word things, how to write a portfolio, and how to speak on camera, and actually it's not that scary and not to worry about it. So wanting to achieve and wanting to push myself further with the Nail Professional of the Year and actually get to win it, I had to conquer my fears, and I had to push myself out of my comfort zone, and that's what you have to do when you want to achieve and get yourself further in your career. We can't just stay in our comfort zone and just do what we're doing behind the desk every day, so we do have to push ourselves. So it's good for something to be able to give you that opportunity to push yourself further. So it's great, obviously, if you aren't shortlisted straight away, and don't see it as a negative. Obviously, if you are shortlisted, amazing, and well done, congratulations. And what you want to do with that is learn then what you need to do against your competitors. What do you do that really sells you and makes you stand out of your competitors? Don't see them as competition. One person might do something well, you might do something else well. What you want to do is sell what you do and work with what you do, rather than trying to better what somebody else does, because it's just not your style and it's not your thing. So what you'll do is you're going to attend a trade test. So it's in London, it's usually at the London School of Beauty Therapy, and that trade test you will, well, the last couple of years I've done it, it's always subject to change, but the last couple of years that I've done it, it's been 4 pink and white enhancements, it's been, it's 3 gel polish in red, and also 2 manicured in red, and then 1 nail art. You've got an hour and 45 minutes to complete this. So an hour and 45 minutes, and that also includes your consultation. So Professional Beauty will usually provide your model for you, so you won't know who you will be working on. So you won't be able to prepare it in that sense, but it's quite good because at least you don't have to worry about, you know, the costs of a model, trying to find a model, someone to rely on. So it's good that Professional Beauty do provide you a model for this. So yeah, as I said, you're going to have your consultation. You're going to work with that, and they're going to listen to your consultation skills. How are you going to make that client's nails better? Obviously, you're doing 1 nail art and you're doing some gel polish and some acrylic, so it's not going to be the realistic client environment of giving someone 10 matching nails. So again, it's doing something that's in your style, something that you're comfortable with, and just showing as many skills as you can in that time to a high standard as well. So if art isn't your thing, concentrate on the structure and just do something simple that is your style for the art. As well as that, you're going to have an interview. So it's obviously, interviews are terrifying. We're all scared of them. We all freeze. So with the interview, it's just a 5-minute casual chat more. So be prepared, take a portfolio with you, take a portfolio of your work. And with this portfolio, again, the judge is going to be going through 6 people. You don't want a portfolio that is hundreds of pages. You've probably got hundreds of pages to sell about yourself. But what I did, and it was a great tip from Denise, was to actually divide my portfolio into sections. So I'd have just a couple of pages of nail work. I collaged them together, and I separated them into salon nails, natural nails, extreme shapes, competition work, and different categories like that, and just had a couple of each example on a page together to showcase my work. And then I'd section things like my charity work, I'd magazine articles, my scratch blogs, and I'd have that separated in the portfolio, so you could easily, so if a judge just wanted to look at my competition work, they could easily flick to it without having to flick through the whole portfolio, and then probably not missing a lot of things. Or if there was something maybe I wanted to highlight to them, you know, I wanted to talk about, then I could say, please turn to this page, and they'd find it easily. Also, I had a separate portfolio for my certificates and my competition certificates, so any of my placings, again, just to highlight, so they could see that, they could see my continued professional developments, they could see that I was constantly learning throughout the years, and I was pushing myself to achieve and better myself as a nail technician, and then obviously in turn I could do this for my students as well. So you're going to take that in with you as well, and then have a chat about you as a person, what you do for the industry, and questions. It's your usual interview questions, as in, why do you deserve to win? What do you do for the industry? How do you inspire the industry? Sometimes it's troubleshooting, such as customer service issues and things like that. So just prepare yourself, write down, practice different eventualities of interview questions. You know, you can usually Google them, they're all a very, very similar base, and you can just practice those, and, you know, just so you feel comfortable with your answers. And, you know, if you really believe in yourself and you believe in what you're selling and saying, and it's all truthful, then practice it enough, and whatever question you are asked that is a variation of that, you will be able to answer it well. Don't ramble, speak slowly, calmly, and if you're not sure, ask again. Just say, excuse me, please, may you clarify that question, or do you mean this or this, rather than, you know, panicking and worrying that they're asking you one question and thinking, oh, I have to answer it. So just, you know, ask them. If you're not sure, ask them to clarify, ask them to repeat it, ask them to word it in a different way if you're not sure as well. They won't be offended, it's absolutely fine, so just do it. Again, you sound confident by asking, you're not sounding like you're worrying. So once you've done that interview, you and your trade test, you'll obviously go home, and it's a couple of months until the way, obviously, and then you've got the Professional Beauty Awards finals. So the awards do, which is fab night. They've usually got a celeb post, it's a dinner. It's just a really fun night to catch up with industry professionals and your fellow finalists as well. It's really good to be able to get on with them. In the last few years, I've made really good friends through some of them, and it's really nice to have them there by your side, supporting you supporting them, and it's really good to be able to do that. So I would recommend to anybody to enter the Professional Beauty Awards, Nail Professional of the Year, to recognise yourself for what you do, and to help yourself push yourself and your skills, and help yourself achieve as well as helping others. And thing is, if you don't enter, you don't know. So you might be thinking, I know a lot of people say, oh, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, but if you don't enter it and you don't try it, you won't know. So it is really important to enter that and then learn from it. Why didn't you get shortlisted? It might be nothing that you're doing wrong, but it might be that just the people that have entered that year have been a little bit better, and maybe they've done more in the year, something like that. So it's not always that someone's better than you. They might just have done more that year for the industry. So that's why it's good to sit down, a piece of paper, work out what you've done through the year, write everything down, and just then be able to sell yourself in that way, rather than just being really good at nails. So I really hope that this has inspired some of you to enter, and as I said, any questions, please message me, and good luck to everybody that enters, and good luck for Nail Professional of the Year 2019.